Hey guys, good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So today, you guys, we're gonna be talking about everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, which I am so excited that I get to share all of this amazing information with you guys. I'm letting you guys know now with everything that we have to share with you guys at Icon Cosmetic Center. It is really amazing for us to know that it is really amazing for us to see all of this great information that we're seeing here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys. What I'm telling you now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, has never been easier like today right now for you to finally get your surgery. I'm letting you guys know now. I'm letting you guys know now with everything that we have to offer, Icon Cosmetic Center has never been easier for you to finally get your surgery, you guys, okay? So with everything that I'm talking about to you guys and everything that I'm going to be telling you guys about today, first things first, welcome to everybody that is joining the live right now. Welcome to the live, you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, a beautiful day. How's everyone doing today? Let me know where you guys are watching me from. You know, I love to interact with you guys. It is really amazing for us to get to see everything that we are, you know, offering here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys. So with that being said, you know, when we're looking forward to getting surgery, I'm telling you now, Icon Cosmetic Center is the best choice that you can possibly go with, you guys. When you are, you know, looking forward to getting surgery, of course, you want a board-certified surgeon, a surgeon that has over 10 years of experience, right? So that's exactly what we have here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys. That's exactly what we consist of here at Icon Cosmetic Center. Not only do we have board-certified surgeons that have over 10 years of experience, but here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, like the staff is a highly professional staff overall, that, you know, we're all working together as a team to make sure that you're receiving the best of the best, okay, you guys? When I'm letting you guys know now, absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys, it is something so convenient and so amazing for you guys to take great advantage of, okay? I'm letting you guys know now, another thing that I wanted to tell you is that when, you know, you are looking forward to getting a surgery, it is extremely important for us to remember, you guys, that, you know, you want to make sure that, first of all, you're going to a board certified surgeon. Second of all, you know, you do research on the clinic, you do research on who the clinic is, you know, what the clinic consists of, and things like that, okay, you guys? Those are things that are extremely important for us to keep in mind, and for us to, you know, want to do research. Even if you don't end up choosing Icon Cosmetic Center, which, you know, that would be a mistake, you guys, because I'm letting you know now, when we're looking forward to getting surgery, it's more than just getting surgery, you guys, okay? It is way more than just getting surgery. So what does that mean? That, you know, when we are getting surgery, of course, we're looking for the results. We're looking for us to, you know, be snatched, for our butt to be fat, for the excess skin to be removed, you know, for our breasts to be perky. We're looking for all those things, yeah, which is, you know, completely, that's the whole point. But another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that when we're getting surgery, it also matters, like, the treatment and the attention that you get from the clinic, you know, wherever you decide to go. And why am I talking about this? Because here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we give the best high-lift attentive attention. We give the best of the best treatment care. We're going to prioritize you guys. We're always going to make sure that you're feeling heard, you're feeling understood, you're feeling comfortable. And here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, like, we have so many things to offer to you guys. Not just amazing results, not just amazing surgeons, not just amazing prices. It's also the treatment itself and the attention that you're going to be receiving from us here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys, okay? So I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it has never been easier like today right now for you to finally get your surgery, okay? So I need a mommy makeover was priced with Granny. So, user, how you doing today? How you doing? Welcome to the live. So, I wanted to tell you guys, you know, for specific prices and stuff like that, I see here you're looking for a mommy makeover. So, love, I highly recommend for you to go ahead and leave your information right here in my left bottom corner. Hi, honey. Hey, babe. How are you? I love the energy. So, let me tell you something. I don't know your name because it says users 5176, but let me tell you something, user 5176, and everybody listening to me. You can get $100 off your surgery right now. All you need to do in order to activate it is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder, you guys. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys, okay? So I'm letting you know now. You want to know what the mommy makeover deal is about, right? That's what you want to know, right? So I'm letting you know now, you guys. Go ahead and leave your information right here in my left bottom corner and there's a blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it has never been easier like today right now for you to finally get surgery, okay? I'm letting you guys know it has never been easier. So with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that when we're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that, you know, we have the recollection of, that we remember, is that you can get $100 off. Like, not only are we having amazing specials that we're seeing right now right here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys, but we're also seeing that but we're also seeing that we are getting, you know, amazing financial plans and great this BBL post-op care bundle, okay? So it's extremely important for us to remember that when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you know, it's not as impossible, it's not as hard as you may believe, you guys. I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, actually has never been easier like today right now for you to finally be able to get your surgery, okay, you guys? So I'm letting you know now, if you've been looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it's never been easier. So right now, I'm trying to find the financial plans, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you about the financial plans that we have to offer here. So whether it's a breast augmentation, a BBL, whatever it is that you're looking forward to getting, you guys, I'm letting you know now that it actually has never been easier for you to go ahead and get your surgery. Okay, so for user 5176, I see here that you wanted to know the mommy makeover price. So, you know, this actually interests you because I'm going to be telling you the mommy makeover financial plan. And by the way, the companies that we do these financial plans with are Alpha on Credit and Care Credit, you guys. So extremely important that you guys do remember that information. Now, for the financial plans are the following. For a BBL, you can pay as low as $29 weekly or $129 monthly. So not only are you getting like a really good price on the surgery itself, you can activate the $100 off for your surgery by just leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. Okay, so that way we can go ahead and get in contact with you. I'm telling you, it's literally like zero commitment. You don't even have to put any money down. All you have to do is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. And I'm going to give you a little tip. Next to your name, you're going to go ahead and put live 100. So that way, you know, we know that you're one of the lucky people that are getting the $100 off for your surgery. Let me tell you something else, you guys. This is literally like about, are you gonna be quick enough? Are you gonna be smarter than the next person that is watching me on this live right now? You know, you guys, we only have 10 spots left, and I believe we only have 2 spots left, or I think 1 spot left. You know, I think it's 2 spots left, you guys. So you guys gotta be making the most out of today. You guys gotta be making the most out of right now, because I'm letting you know now, it has never been easier like today right now for you to finally get your surgery. You know, it's 2025, and maybe you thought that it was gonna be super impossible for you to finally get surgery, you know, or you know that you will have to wait a long time. But it's not as hard or as impossible for you to be able to get to, especially with Icon Cosmetic Center. Like the prices we're offering, the specials we're offering, you know, not only the promotion of the $100 off, but you're also getting these amazing financial plans and the BBL post-op care essential bundle that literally brings absolutely everything you will be needing for when you get out of surgery. Okay, you guys? So let me tell you something. By the way, not the companies, the locations that we have here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have 3 locations. We have one in Blue Lagoon, which is actually like 5 minutes away from the Miami International Airport, you guys. It's like literally like right here. The Durant one, which is also like, I believe like 5 to 8 minutes away from the Miami International Airport. The thing with this is that they're like coming from different directions. That's why you're probably like, well, she's saying the same thing, but it just comes from different directions. Like if you're from Miami, you know. But if you're not from Miami, that's why I like to specify just in case, you know, so you have a better understanding of where exactly we're located at, okay? Now, with we also have one in Hialeah. All 3 of our locations are very nicely located, you guys. They all have amazing hotels around them, many different pharmacies and many different restaurants to choose from, you know, to eat. So why am I mentioning this? I'm mentioning this for the people that be coming outside of the state or outside of the country. You know, we have iconic dolls worldwide, you guys, okay? So if you're watching me outside of the state or outside of the country, it doesn't matter, you guys. That never put a stop to the show. I'm going to tell you this. We offer free virtual consultations and free in-person consultations, you guys, okay? So you got to make the most out of today, because it's not every day that you can get a professional's opinion for free. A board certified surgeon that has over 10 years of experience, opinions for free. You know, you may be at home thinking that you don't have enough fat for a BBL, or you may be at home thinking that your breasts have sagged too much for them to be perky again, or you may be thinking that, you know, like you have too much excess skin or your abdomen for you to be able to, you know, for it to be able to look like the abdomen that you want it to look like. And I'm here to let you know, you guys, that you must not know about us. You must not know how we do things here at Icon Cosmetic Center. We can completely transform your body, you guys. You know, sometimes we may believe that we're too far away from our goal, but we're just one step away from finding the right surgeon to transform our bodies, okay, you guys? Now, with that being said, you know, if you're getting to know Icon Cosmetic Center now, you guys, you can go ahead and check us out, Icon Cosmetic Center, on our Instagram. So that way, you know, you can see for yourself those beautiful before and afters, which are honestly literally gorgeous. You're literally gonna be like, no way, this is the same person. And yes, it's the same person, okay? So I'm letting you know now, that could be you too. Like, you don't have to be settling for something that you don't want to. If your breasts have sagged too much and you don't like it, you go ahead and you change it, you guys, okay? So you want more hips, you're tired of your hip dips, you go ahead and you do something about it, okay? These are things. And Sydney, thank you so much for liking the live. Welcome, love. So I see here, if I schedule with Gurani, how soon is he scheduling? Does he have surgery dates soon? So, you know, you can schedule your surgery. Like, for example, user 5176. Let's say you put down your $250 deposit, right? You know, you have up to 2 years to pay off your surgery, but obviously you're not going to need 2 years, especially with these amazing financial plans that we're seeing right here, right now, and all of these specials. So let's say, for example, that you want to get a surgery day ASAP, and you want to get a surgery day for July or August or September or June. I don't know, you know, whenever you request it, you know, that part, I'm not part of that department, but you do request it, love. So, you know, I think you should be able to be like, okay, this is when I want to get my surgery, and, you know, we're gonna be able to tell you like the date and stuff like that. So I highly recommend for you to leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email, whatever is the easiest way to get in contact with you. That way we can go ahead and clear up any doubts you may have. And let me tell you something. I see you're very interested in a mommy makeover and very interested in Dr. Gurani. So I'll tell you this, love. I'm letting you know now, we have amazing specials, and you can get $100 off your procedure just by leaving your information right here, okay? I don't see a folder. Really? You don't see this blue folder right here? Let me see it from my phone. Let me see if you guys see it. You don't see this blue folder right here? It says like contact form. So it's like right here. Let me see it from my account. You know, I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it has never been easier for you to finally get your surgery. So you guys got to be making the most out of today. You guys have to be making the most out of right now. Okay, so look, right here on my bottom corner, right here, there's going to be a blue folder. You see this blue folder right here? That blue folder right there? You see? So that contact form, that blue folder right there, I'm looking at it from an account like the live. So that's the blue folder, okay? Maybe try to, you know, like log out and then come back. So that way, you know, maybe that way you could see it. So I'm letting you guys know now with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. It has never been easier like today right now for you to finally get your surgery. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important is that let me know if you found the love, okay? Let me know. I can definitely help you out with whatever it is that you need help with, okay? So another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that it's extremely important for us to remember that when we're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, we want to be making sure that absolutely everything that we're doing is being done the right, correct way. Okay, you guys, so these are things that are extremely important for us to remember, for us to keep in mind. Okay, now with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is these amazing financial plans. Okay, let me know if you were able to find them. If not, you know, you could text us through DM, like through TikTok DM, and we can still reach out to you. Okay, it's just more convenient for you to, of course, leave it here so that way you can get the live 100, so you could get that deal. Okay, so as I was saying, the BBL, we use ultrasound guidance for every single one of our BBLs, you guys. So what does ultrasound guidance mean? When you're getting a BBL, you guys, you know, it's a fat transfer to your buttocks and into your hips, you know, for more projection on your butt, more hips, more of that hourglass figure. So it's the Lipo 360 with the BBL. You know, you can't get a BBL without getting Lipo 360 because it's your own fat being used, being transferred to your buttocks. Okay, I've received questions on my previous lives like, oh, you know, like what happens if I had lipo done 6 months ago or a year ago and I want to use the fat that I, you know, got taken out during that lipo? And the answer to that, you guys, is that you can't use that fat. So if you already have a Lipo 360 schedule, you know, you already have it booked, you might as well add that BBL if you want the BBL, because you it's either you snooze or you lose. Because if you wait, like let's say I get a lipo a year ago, right, and now I want a BBL, and I can't use the fat that I got taken out a year ago because there's no right way to, you know, to store the fat. There's no proper way to store the fat, you guys. So this is something that simply it just doesn't work like that. When you get the Lipo 360, right there and then, once they're taking out the fat, then that's when they transfer it to your buttocks and to your hips. Now, with that being said, the BBL, we use ultrasound guidance. So for the people that don't know what BBLs are, what the ultrasound guidance is, and what do they have to do with each other, let me explain. So the BBL, right, let's pretend like there's a butt in front of me, right? So the ultrasound guidance, you know, the ultrasound guidance and the cannula. So when the cannula is going in, the ultrasound guidance allows the surgeon to see everything that is going on in the inside of the buttocks. When they're placing the cannula, it allows them to see where they're putting it. And when they're disposing the fat, it also allows them to see where they're disposing the fat. Okay, you guys, so here at Icon Cosmetic Center, every single one of our 8 board certified surgeons that have over 10 years of experience use ultrasound guidance for every single one of the BBLs. Okay, and if you've never seen a BBL done by Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, you haven't been in tune with our iconic dolls, no worries, you guys. You can go ahead and check it out. Okay, you can go ahead and check it out. Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, we don't post before and afters as much here on our TikTok because the thing is that TikTok is really sensitive to that kind of content, you guys. And we're a very transparent clinic in the sense that we post our patients' testimonies. So we post our patients' testimony, of course, with their consent, but they just look so damn good that they want to flaunt to the world their new figure, and they're just so happy with the way we treated them, with the way they felt, their results, how the whole process was here with us at Icon Cosmetic Center, that they want to let people know, like, hey, like, don't waste your time going to other places when Icon Cosmetic Center literally exists, you know. So I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, has never been easier like today right now for you to finally get your surgery. So with that being said, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to make sure that you are, you know, receiving the best of the best. Like, you're always going to feel prioritized. You're always going to feel like, okay, like, you know, they got me, like, they answered all my questions, they answered all my doubts. And, you know, that's why I'm saying, like, when you're looking forward to getting surgery, guys, it's more than just good results. It's the treatment, it's the attention, it's the care. You know, are they gonna do follow-ups with you after your surgery? Like, all of these little things, they have to check out all the boxes, you guys. These things really do matter. So that's why it's extremely important for us to remember these things, okay? So with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, that it's extremely important that we remember, the BBL, you can pay as low as $29 weekly or $129 monthly. Now, for a breast augmentation, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly, you guys, okay? So for a breast augmentation, you know, it's either saline or silicone implants. And thank you guys to Playa and Sydney. Welcome to the live, you guys. Thank you so much for joining the live today. So, as I was saying, you guys, it is extremely important for us to remember that the breast augmentation is, you know, either saline or silicone implants, you know, either or. Now, with that being said, when we're looking forward to getting surgery, you know, there's a couple of different factors that do play out when we're looking forward to getting surgery. So what does that mean? You know, like the breast tissue, how much breast tissue you have, you know, like the skin elasticity of your skin, and how wide your chest is. All of these things really, really, really matter, you guys. So it's extremely important for us to remember, okay? These are things that are really, really important for us to remember, because, you know, sometimes, let's say, for example, that you're an A cup, right? And you want to go up all the way to a double D cup, let's say. And, you know, you know what you want, but you don't know, like, how to get there because you're a little confused on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that that's the part that we're going to be solving for you. I'm here to let you know now that when you're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, that is the part that, you know, we're going to be helping you out with. Because, of course, you're not supposed to know what is the... Thank you so much for the roses. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So, as I was saying, these are things that are extremely important for us to remember. You know, like when we're looking forward to getting surgery, guys. Thank you so much for the roses. As I was saying, it's really important for us to remember as well that, you know, if you don't have the skin elasticity for it, you know, it's good to always, like, listen to your surgeon's recommendations, because at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones to guide you the best. They're going to be the ones that are going to be able to tell you, like, okay, look, like, I think that this is, like, the perfect, like, cc's amount for you. And, you know, at the end of the day, we should always listen to the surgeon's recommendations, you guys, because they're the ones that are board certified. You know, they're the ones that know what they're doing. They're the ones that know how to do these things. So those things are just really, really, really important for us to remember, okay? Now, another thing, like, that doesn't mean that you can't get your desired results. Thank you so much for the rose. Thank you so much, Sydney. Thank you. And to Playa, thank you so much for the roses, you guys. So, as I was saying, you know, these things are extremely important for us to remember, you know. So those are things that when we're looking forward to getting surgery. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the rose, Sydney. Thank you, love. So, as I was saying, you know, for a breast augmentation, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, so for Lipo 360, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. So Lipo 360, you guys, what it consists of is when we're removing unwanted fat or very stubborn fat that sometimes, thank you for the rose, that sometimes, you know, when we are looking forward to getting surgery. The Lipo 360, what it does, a lot of people sometimes get confused by the name Lipo 360, you guys, but it's not really like something to get confused about. It's more like, okay, so when we hear the name Lipo 360, you guys, we think like, okay, well, what does that even mean? What the name Lipo 360 means, you guys, is that, you know, 360 is a full circle, right? So it's exactly a full circle of your whole front abdomen area, you know, your flanks right here on your side, and your back, like the love handle, and by the bra strap. Okay, guys, thank you so much for the hat and the mustache, you guys. Thank you so much. As I was saying, these things are extremely, extremely important for us to remember, so that way we have an idea of how exactly it is that the Lipo 360 plays out. Okay, so the Lipo 360 is used for that, to remove unwanted fat or very stubborn fat that, you know, sometimes, like, no matter how hard we, like, try to shake off these this unwanted fat, we sometimes store very stubborn fat in certain areas that no diet, no cardio can get it out. So you just have to let one of our amazing board certified surgeons get it out for you. Okay, you guys, so I'm letting you know now with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. It honestly has never been easier like today right now for you to finally be able to get your surgery. So with that being said, now for a tummy tuck, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. What is a tummy tuck? You may be wondering. A tummy tuck is an abdominoplasty. A tummy tuck is when we are experiencing excess skin. So let's say, for example, you have excess skin, or you see that your belly button kind of looks like it's hooding down, or it looks like a sad face. You know, all of these things are great indications that you will be an amazing candidate for a tummy tuck. Thank you so much for the dog. That's so cute. So, as I was saying, you guys, it is super, super important for us to remember that. Now, for example, you know, this happens when you have kids. You know, like whether you have kids or you don't have kids, you know, it's not necessarily for only people who have been pregnant in the past. You know, it's completely normal for our skin to stretch out, you know, when we're growing a baby inside of us, like, of course. But now that you've given birth, you know, you probably look at yourself in the mirror and you're seeing that all of these things are going on. You know, you're seeing the excess skin, you're seeing your belly button kind of looking like it's hooding down, you're seeing that it looks like a sad face. All of these things are great indications that you will be an amazing candidate for a tummy tuck. But now, it's not only for pregnant people. Let's say that you went through a massive, you know, weight loss journey, right? So both of those things are things that are very tough to go through. So, you know, you should be proud of yourself and give yourself credit if you know you've gone through any of these things, because they're very hard to deal with, okay? So, as I was saying, for a tummy tuck, what a tummy tuck does, thank you so much for the cap. Thank you so much. What a tummy tuck does, you guys, is that the tummy tuck removes excess skin and it repairs the abdominal muscle. So what does that mean? When a tummy tuck repairs the abdominal muscle, you guys, this is something that, thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many gifts. Thank you so much. We have such lovely people on this live today. I love it. Love to see it. Thank you so much. But as I was saying, you know, these are things that are extremely important for us to remember. You may be wondering, well, why do I need my abdominal muscle repair? The reason why you need your abdominal muscle repair, you guys, is because on the outside part of your abdomen, in order for it to look flat and smooth as possible, this is what you need. You know, this is what needs for you to get repaired. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're getting a tummy tuck, you need your abdominal muscle repaired as well. And it doesn't add to your healing process. Like, the healing process is exactly the same, you guys. There's nothing like different. It doesn't mixes up the two or anything like that. It's literally exactly the same. So I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it has never been easier like today right now for you to finally be able to get your surgery. Okay, thank you so much for the chocolate. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, for a tummy tuck, you know, there's 2 different kinds of incisions. People sometimes think that there's like 2 different kinds of tummy tucks, but that's not really it, you guys. There's just 2 different kinds of incisions. They could either be a mini tummy tuck, which is like the incision from bikini line to bikini line. Okay, so the incision is from bikini line to bikini line, or the incision that's from hip to hip. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, you know, the difference in between the two is that when you get an incision, like a mini tummy tuck that is from bikini line to bikini line, that just means that, you know, you are having like little to no excess skin. Like, you don't really have that much excess skin, so you don't necessarily need the incision that's from hip to hip. Now, when we're going to do the, you know, the full tummy tuck is from hip to hip, and that incision, you know, is when you're experiencing more excess skin, you guys. Okay, so this is something that is really, really, really important for us to remember and put to the side, since, you know, sometimes people get to tend like a little confused and stuff like that. So these are things that are really, really, really important for us to remember and keep in mind as well. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be, you know, making sure that you have the perfect understanding and the perfect education on what it is that we're looking forward to getting done. Okay, you guys? So with that being said, now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember is that when we're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys want to be making sure that you are ready. Okay, you guys, that you're ready to receive surgery. What does that mean? Thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you. But as I was saying, you guys, these are things that are extremely important. Why? Because we have to get our body ready. You know, there's things that we have to stop doing before surgery. Like, you know, we have to stop smoking any kind of chemicals or any kind of like electronic devices, you know, that are like those electronic vapes and stuff like that. You know, we have to stop smoking all of those things, you guys, because what happens is that, you know, the smoke itself, it kills fat cells and it weakens the muscle. So whether you're getting a BBL or a breast fat transfer, you know, that's not something ideal. That's not something that you want to hear, that you're gonna be, you know, smoking something that literally is killing the fat cells. Okay, you guys, that is something that is extremely, extremely important for us to remember, that it's a big no. Okay, so with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that you know, for example, if you're somebody that you like to go out drinking every weekend or every other weekend, you know, I don't judge. That's completely fine, you guys, you know, completely fine. But, you know, if you're somebody that you like to smoke or drink, it's completely fine. But when we're getting surgery, you guys, it's not. Because the thing is that what we failed to realize is that smoking contains certain chemicals, you guys, that are really like not good for your body. So what happens is that these things are a blood thinner. For example, alcohol is a blood thinner, and you do not need that. You do not want that. When you're getting surgery, you guys, that is something that is a big no, 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 no. Okay, so with that being said, another thing that is a big no is that, thank you so much for the rose. Thank you so much. Another thing that is a big no, you guys, is that when we are looking forward, thank you so much for the rose. So many roses. That's so cute. So as I was saying, you know, it's extremely important for us to remember all of this information, you guys, because at the end of the day, we want to be making sure that, you know, we have our body ready and in the best shape possible to receive this surgery. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that you need to stop smoking and drinking at least 30 days before your surgery. But you know, that's the key word, at least. You know, if you could like really stop 2 months or 3 months before your surgery, that would be really amazing, you guys, because at the end of the day, the chemicals that these smoking devices have actually slow down our healing, like the scarring, the incision, and the healing overall. So that's the last thing we want. You know, trust me, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see your figure, you're gonna want to, you know, do everything that you're supposed to be doing in order for you to not, you know, mess up your results. Okay, you guys, and in order for you to heal, like, you know, I get patients every single day that, you know, they tell me like, girl, how can I heal faster? Like, I love my body, I just want to put my best fit on and go outside and take pictures and flaunt my new figure. But the reality of this is, you guys, that with all of these little tips that I'm giving you, with all of these little things that I'm telling you guys about, you know, you can really make the most out of it. And you can actually take advantage of the fact that of everything that I'm teaching you guys. So, you know, make the most out of it today, right now. I'm telling you right now. So, another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that when we are looking forward to getting surgery. So, the tummy tuck, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, so for the tummy tuck and the Lipo 360, real quick, I just wanted to go over this. There's people that sometimes believe that like you can get like your excess skin removed with a Lipo 360, and the reality, you guys, is that you actually can't. You can't get your Lipo 360 removed with, I mean, your excess skin with Lipo 360. Like, it just doesn't work like that, you guys. So, you know, Lipo 360 is meant to be used for you to remove your unwanted fat. But excess skin, like, you know, in my previous life, I had a lady ask me, you know, I need a tummy tuck and I know that's what I need, but I just want to get the Lipo 360. What should I do? You know, and I told her straight up, like, you should be getting the tummy tuck, because the thing is that you could go ahead and get the Lipo 360, but you're still going to have the excess skin. You're still going to, you know, have the excess skin, you guys. So that is something that is not convenient at all. That is something that I highly, highly, highly recommend for you guys not to do that. Okay, you guys. So those are things that are really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, thank you so much for the finger heart. Thank you so much. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that when we're looking forward to getting surgery, all of these things really, really matter. Okay, so now for a mommy makeover, you could pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly, you guys. So what does a mommy makeover consist of? A mommy makeover consists of a tummy tuck, what repairs the abdominal muscle, does lipo on the flanks. Once they're done doing that, they stretch out that skin, they make sure that your belly button is well centered and symmetrical with the rest of your body, and then they go ahead and remove the excess skin. Now, moving along to your breast, the mommy makeover also consists of a surgery on the breast. It could either be a breast augmentation, a breast lift, a breast reduction, or a breast fat transfer. For example, let's say that you're just looking for a breast reduction. You could go ahead and do that. Let's say that you want a breast lift with a breast fat transfer and you're wondering, well, does Icon Cosmetic Center do that? Like, can I get that done with Icon Cosmetic Center? You absolutely can, you guys. There's no issue in that. You absolutely can, 1000%. Now, for example, let's say that instead of a breast fat transfer, you want to get a breast lift with a breast augmentation because you know that the way that you get the most cleavage, the most upper pool fullness, the most like side boob volume, is with the breast augmentation. That's why I highly recommend, like, if your goal is getting volume and your goal is getting like the most projection that you possibly can, I highly recommend going with a breast augmentation, you guys, because the breast fat transfer is gonna do that, but not as well as a breast augmentation would. Okay, so that's a little tip from me to you, letting you guys know. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that when we're getting surgery, you guys, another thing that is really important for us to remember is that when we're looking forward to getting surgery, these things really, 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 really matter. Like, for example, when you're getting a breast surgery, you need to be wearing your post-op surgical bra for up to 4 weeks. After those 4 weeks, you're gonna be moving into, sports bras and bras that are very soft to the touch, you guys. You can't be wearing a bra like the metal wire bras, for example, as girls know what those are. The metal wire bras that kind of like press down a lot here, those are a big no, you guys, because the thing is that those can be really rough on the incisions and those can be really, really rough on the breast itself. So that's why it's recommended for after the 4 weeks of you wearing your post-op surgical bra, you go ahead and you move into, sports bras or bras that are very loose, very, soft, very nice, like to the touch for your breast, and something that is not going to be making like compression or pressure, because remember, we don't need any kind of compression during this period of healing. Okay, so that is something that is really, 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 really important for us to remember as well. Now, another thing that is important for us to remember, the mommy makeover, you can pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Now, for a labiaplasty, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly, you guys. Okay, so for a labiaplasty, for example, for a labiaplasty, how do you know you're a good candidate for a labiaplasty, for example? Like, what is a labiaplasty? A labiaplasty is a surgery that is performed on the outside part of the vagina, on the labial lips, and on the clitoral hood, okay? So I'm going to be giving you a couple of examples of, like, how do I know if I'm a good candidate for a labiaplasty, or how do I know that this is something that I needed and I probably didn't even know that a labiaplasty even existed. Okay, for example, we have to wear clothes every single day. We have to wear underwear, pants, skirts, shoes, shorts, whatever it is, but we gotta wear clothes, right? We can't go outside naked. So the example that I'm about to give, if it resonates with you, what are you waiting for to leave your information right there? Now, I'm telling you right now, the labiaplasty, let's say, for example, you're somebody that when you're wearing underwear and you're wearing clothes, it's very uncomfortable, like the constant friction of the outside part of your vagina with your clothes, going at it constantly. I'm here to let you know now that you don't have to keep suffering in silence. You don't have to keep dealing with something that you don't want to. It's as simple as that, So I'm here to let you know now that a labiaplasty could be of great help to you. Or maybe you don't even like the way that it looks on the outside for whatever reason. Maybe it makes you feel uncomfortable, or maybe when you're having sex with your partner, or whoever it may be, you can't even enjoy the moment. You can't enjoy yourself. You can't enjoy your partner, because you're too self-conscious about what's going on the vagina. I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that you don't have to keep suffering in silence. You could actually go ahead and do something about this, okay? So extremely important that we do remember this information. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that the labiaplasty, you know, you could use it to rejuvenate the area. You could also use it to remove some excess skin off the labial lid or off the clitoral hood. And what do I mean by rejuvenating the area? You know, by making it look accordingly to your liking, accordingly to your preference, accordingly to how you want it to look. You just communicate that with the surgeon, you know, what the goal is, you know, what's the inspo, like what do you want and stuff like that. And you just go ahead and get a brand new kitty, okay? So as I was saying, for a labiaplasty, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Now for a BBL, you can pay as low as no, I'm sorry, not for a BBL, for a tummy tuck and a BBL, for the combination of both procedures, which is something that takes me into this next topic. You know, here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we can combine your procedures in so many different ways, you guys, that I bet you didn't know. Okay, here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we actually combine your procedures in many different ways, in the sense that, like, you know, it could be a BBL with a breast augmentation, it could be a mommy makeover with a vaginoplasty. A vaginoplasty is a surgery that is performed on the inside part of your vagina, and this surgery is to make the vagina tighter. Okay, sometimes, you know, when we have kids, we can feel like we're a bit loose down there after kids, or maybe you've never even had kids before, but you feel like you're a bit loose down there. This is not only for, you know, past mothers or present mothers or stuff like that. Okay, you guys, this is for everybody that, you know, maybe feeling like, you know, I could use a little bit of tightening down there, you know, and that's completely fine, you guys. I'm here to let you know now that we do also offer the service of vaginoplasty. So go ahead and leave your information right here in my left bottom corner, and there's a blue folder. You guys put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys, okay? Thank you so much for the heart. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, for a tummy tuck and a BBL, this is a perfect example of how you can combine your procedures. So the combination of both procedures, you can pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly, you guys, okay? Now, for lipo and breast augmentation, thank you for the finger heart. Thank you so much. For lipo and breast augmentation, the two procedures combined together, you guys, you can pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Thank you so much for the heart puff. Thank you, Sydney. Thank you so much, love. So as I was saying, the financial plans, you know, the companies that we do these financial plans with are Alpha on Credit and Care Credit, you guys, in case you guys were wondering. So, you know, these financial plans are run through credit, of course. So if you know, are wondering, like, oh, like, is there any way that I could get it without, like, a credit, you know, you kind of have to. Maybe you could use, like, your partner's credit or, like, a family member's credit or, like, a friend's credit if they let you, you know, I don't know. But if they let you, if they're fine with it and stuff like that. But I'm here to let you know now that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have amazing deals. We have amazing promotions that you guys cannot be missing out on. So what are you guys waiting for, okay? What are you guys waiting for to leave your information right here? I'm letting you guys know now. With everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it has never been easier like today right now for you to finally receive your surgery. Okay, so as I was saying, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we also, you know, I really recommend, like, when you guys are getting surgery, I really recommend for you guys to get Cell Saver. Cell Saver is a machine, like, for example, when we are going into surgery, you guys, it is important that we remember, you know, it's completely normal for us to be losing blood. Like, it's something that is completely normal. It's part of the process, you guys, okay? So with that being said, you guys, when we are looking forward to getting surgery, I highly recommend getting Cell Saver, because the Cell Saver is a machine that when you're losing blood throughout the surgery, the Cell Saver, what it does is that it purifies the blood. So it gets all that blood that you're losing throughout surgery. It purifies the blood and it puts it right back into your body, okay, you guys? So, you know, what I've noticed in a lot of our patients that get Cell Saver is that the next day they feel a lot more energized, they feel a lot better, you know, because they didn't lose the blood that they were supposed to lose during that surgery thanks to the Cell Saver. So the Cell Saver is an add-on that you could add to your procedure, you guys. So I highly recommend doing that, you know, for everyone. This is not just like a specific group of people. Like, it's not just if you're low on iron or if you're low on calcium or low on, like, certain vitamins in your body. No, this is literally applies for everybody, okay, you guys? So I'm letting you know now. If you know, if you're listening to me right now and this resonates with you, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that before your surgery, let's say you're somebody, like I said, you're low on iron, you're low on calcium, you're low on certain vitamins. Like I said earlier, make sure that you're taking Floridix, you guys. You can start taking Floridix like a month before or 2 months before, you know, for however longer, you know, 2 weeks before or 3 weeks before. But it's important that you guys are taking it every day, so that way, you know, we can build up our immune system up, so that way we can go ahead and get everything that we need to be getting. Okay, you guys, like all of the nutrients and the vitamins that we need to get in order for our body to be in the best shape possible. Okay, you guys, these are things that are extremely important for us to remember. So you want to be making sure that at all times you're always, you know, rooting for your immune system to be at its best shape possible. Okay, so with that being said, you know, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that when we are getting surgery, now when we're getting surgery, it doesn't mean that now we're just gonna start eating like crazy, you guys. We're gonna start eating a bunch of processed foods just because we're getting surgery. No, you guys, that doesn't mean that. You know, when we're getting surgery, it's extremely important for us to remember that we need to be making sure that when we are getting surgery, you are staying, you know, hydrated, you're eating right, because we have to remember, we have to build up our immune system. Okay, how are we going to build up our immune system if we're constantly eating, you know, trash foods, if we're constantly eating processed and fried and oily foods? Okay, these are things that are extremely important, because remember, you want to build up your body to make sure that it's in the best position possible to receive this surgery, you guys. Okay, so these are things that are extremely important for us to remember and for us to be on top of. Okay, you guys, so make sure that you guys are, you know, staying hydrated, you know, staying healthy, because whether you're getting surgery or not, you guys, these are things that really matter. These are things that are really important. So, you know, whether you're getting surgery or not, you should be trying to stay healthy anyway. You should be staying away from processed foods. You should be staying away from oily foods. Okay, so these are things that are extremely important for us to remember, you guys, and for us to keep in mind. So make sure that you do keep those things in mind, you guys. That way, for future reference, like, you know, like, okay, these are the things that I have to do, these are the things that I can't do. And same thing for after surgery, you guys. You know, sometimes people believe that, oh, you know, I'm gonna just eat a bunch of trashy food and, you know, I'll be fine, like this and that. And the reality of this, you guys, is that not all fat is good. You know, not all fat is good. You know, we have good fat and bad fat in our system, so you want to make sure that you have mostly good fat. What does that mean? Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that there's two different kinds of fat. There's the external fat, and there's the external fat, and then there's the visceral fat. Okay, you guys, so I'm letting you guys know now with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. The visceral fat, you know, we offer lots of education, as you can see as well. The visceral fat is the fat that is by your organs, you guys. This fat, you cannot lipo this fat, you guys. Okay, I'm letting you know now, like, this fat is not like something that you can lipo, because it's literally right next to your organs. It's extremely dangerous for you to lipo that fat. The only fat that you can lipo, like, actually, is the external fat. Okay, you guys, but the thing is that we all have a certain percentage of visceral fat. So what am I trying to get to? If you're doing a lipo 360 with a BBL and you're binge eating and you're literally like eating like crazy, what do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna gain, yeah, external fat, but you're also gonna gain visceral fat, and we don't want to gain more visceral fat. Trust me, you do not need to gain weight, you guys. Everybody has enough fat for a BBL, like literally everyone. Even the petite girls have enough fat for a BBL. Even when you think that they don't have enough fat for a BBL, I'm here to let you know now that they actually do. Okay, you guys, so these are things that are extremely important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. Okay, so now, with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really important we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to make sure that you guys are receiving the best of the best. Okay, you guys, that you guys are receiving the best attentive attention. So I'm letting you guys know now, make sure that, you know, everything that you're doing it the correct way, you're doing it the right way, you guys, because at the end of the day, you do not want to be like messing up your results by gaining so much weight to the point that, yeah, you just got lipo, and yeah, it's gonna look like you got lipo, but like, you know, it could have been a smaller waist, just because it's not, because you ate too much during you trying to gain weight. So let me give you some tips on how to gain the weight right. You could eat healthy fats. Okay, you could eat healthy fats. So what does that mean? Healthy fats is when we are eating salmon, you know, fish, chicken, avocado, quinoa, you know, these kind of foods, you know, when we're drinking natural juices, you know, these kind of foods. But you know, when you are trying to gain weight for your BBL, it's not gonna be like you're gonna eat Chick-fil-A or Wingstop or, you know, like, I don't know, like anything other fried food or stuff like that. Okay, you guys, these are things that are really, 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 really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. Okay, so I see here, Apple user, you put a question mark. Let me know what your question is. What's your question? So as I was saying, you guys, you know, these are things that are really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind when we're looking forward to getting surgery. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important. Another thing that is really, really important for us to remember is that as well, like when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, you know, your BMI matters. Okay, your BMI really, 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 really matters. Okay, you guys, so what does that mean? The BMI stands for body mass index, you guys. So your body mass index is when, you know, this is used to detect how much body fat a person has in their system. Okay, you guys, so the way that BMI is used, the BMI limit is up to 40, you guys. I could actually tell you what your BMI is right now. All I need is your height and your weight, and I can tell you how much body fat you have in your body. Okay, you guys, by the way, you know, the BMI limit is up to 40, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna get discouraged or sad or bummed out just because your BMI is higher than 40, you guys. That doesn't mean that you can never get surgery, you guys. That just means that at the current moment right now, you know, you can't. But that doesn't stop you from getting a free virtual consultation or a free in-person consultation with us, so that way we can go ahead and, you know, get you to see one of our amazing surgeons, whether virtually or in person, you know, for my people that live here in Miami and for my people that are outside of the state or outside of the country as well. We offer free virtual consultations, you guys, so you have nothing to worry about. I'm letting you guys know now. Look at this. Get $100 off your surgery activated by leaving your info. Go ahead and leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder, you guys. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you, okay? Extremely important that you guys remember this. I'm 40 days, no smoking, and surgery is next week. Took a home drug test, still positive. Help. Oh my gosh. But what is it, like nicotine or not nicotine? You know, I don't want to say the word, but you could type it. You know, the plant, I think that's what I could say. Because, you know, TikTok's a little sensitive. Like, when I say certain things, like, it just kicks me out of the life, you guys. So that's why I got to be very, very careful with my words. Okay, so, damn, I don't know. In that kind of case, like, I don't even know. Have you tried drinking a detox? You know, maybe a detox could work. You know, drinking a lot of water, peeing a lot, maybe could work. You should search it up. You know, I believe that they sell like detoxes at Publix, CVS, Target, probably. You know, maybe you could sort something out. But girl, if you've been clean for 40 days, you know, I don't know if you're talking about, you know, nicotine or if you're talking about something else, but I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it has never been easier for you to finally get your surgery, okay? So it's super, super amazing for you guys to get to see this, okay, you guys? So, like I said, you guys, those are amazing promotions. Those are our specials. Make the most out of today. Make the most out of right now. I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here, Icon Cosmetic Center has never been easier for you to finally get your surgery. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, don't forget, we offer free virtual consultations. We also offer free in-person consultations. We have 3 locations of Icon Cosmetic Center here at Icon Miami. Okay, so this is really, 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 really amazing for us to see, because, by the way, like, you know, like, we literally have iconic dolls worldwide, you guys. So if you've been watching us, you know, if you've been stalking our Instagram, our TikTok, and you've been keeping up with us, and you've been known about us, and you've been known, like, everything that we do and stuff like that. So So with what I was saying, right? The locations. So the Blue Lagoon location is the one that I'm currently in right now, you guys. Then we also have the Doral one, and then we also have the Hialeah one, okay, you guys? So the surgeons that reside in this location, the one that I'm currently in right now, are Dr. Meridian, Dr. Gurani, and Dr. Giselle Gurani. And in the Doral location, we have Dr. Forder and Dr. Fisher. And in the Hialeah location, we have Dr. Tamer, Dr. Zong, and Dr. Hero, you guys, okay? So extremely important for you guys to remember all of these amazing specials, all of these amazing promotions, you guys. You really want to be making the most out of today, the most out of right now. Remember, you guys, when we are, looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, these are the things that, board certified surgeons, amazing, highly professional clinic with an amazing reputation, great feedback, reviews, and gorgeous results. And when I'm telling you now, we got it all, you guys. So what are you waiting for? I know you see this promotion right above my head. Get $100 off your surgery. Activate it by leaving your info. All you guys need to do is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder, you guys. So go ahead and make sure that you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner. Put your name, your phone number, and your email, you guys, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining the live today. Stay tuned, as we'll be coming back with lots of new specials, lots of new deals, you guys. So stay tuned, okay, you guys? Thank you guys so much for joining the live today. We'll see you back very soon. Bye.